What you are about to hear is the story of true African success. The story of two Nigerian young men that came together to start a company that they didn't know would play a pivotal role in shaping the country that they were a part of and the minds of thousands, if not millions, of Nigerian youth. They created Red. They created a story. They created a movement. And Red became part of history.
What myself and Trudy have is a powership. You know, it's not a partnership, it's a powership. And so it's the connection that brought us together, you know, into forming this power block. When I was in GSS1, I was reading Frederick Forsyth, I was reading Daniel Steele, Jackie Collins, Jeffrey Archer, you know, James Patterson. You know, so I was a GSS1, you know, primary 6 GSS1 student. I was in Rome, I was in Vietnam, I was in the war, you know, I was in the UK, you know, I was on those streets, you know. My mind was huge, my vision was big.
Trudy Gideon, one of the founders, was from your average Nigerian family with just enough to get by.
I mean, this was under IBB. The fabric of Nigerian society collapsed. Many parents, many families lost their sense of stability. Many people lost their jobs, corruption became endemic. People realized more pungently that you couldn't live in Nigeria without cutting corners. Nigeria just basically told you couldn't do a lot of things.
As a child, his perception of Nigeria was formed by the traumatic experience he encountered on his way to school.
I remember coming back from primary school and seeing a dead body at Bako Aguda. You know, a man was eating from I remember the image, from a thin steel plate, and he was eating, sitting down there, one of the conductors, and he died there with the food coming from his mouth. And he was there for 2 days. I went to school and came back, and I went to school and came back and I was there.
This experience scarred him for life, but it built his perception of what he did not want to be, and also of the kind of society he did not want to be a part of. What Chude and Adebola have done in similar fashion is they have given to us our own version of the successful life the emerging Nigerian youth can aspire to, despite disadvantages and doors slamming in their faces.
Nigeria gave me nothing. Nothing. We never had plan A only. Never. It was always A, B, C, D, E, F. Because we didn't have money.
Now, again, I look back and I think how remarkable that was. Because I see a lot of young people who, if they don't have a computer, they will not write a proposal. Like, there was no computer, there was no power, you know, there was no internet.
While in school, they were both strong advocates for self-development, for the life and career that they had chosen.
So to be able to develop myself, that's why I started working at 15. So all the time I was in school, I was working first at the Sunday show with Livia Jonuma, then at Inside Out with Agatha, then Celebrating Jesus with Gina Harry. Then eventually I went to Fumi Onda, New Dawn with Fumi Onda, where I spent 3 years, and I worked with Common Ground Production. So over a period of 6 years, I was in Unilag. I was basically 6 years in media school, because by that time I had worked in every single aspect.
Their attitude to life and work was to always leave an indelible impression on the minds of those they came across. This became the capital they leveraged on at the formation of their business partnership in 2006.
I thought, I need to build a force field of goodwill, because I think I'm going to do something in the future. And when I'm going to do that, I'm going to need all these people. So every time I met people, I made sure that I did my work so well that they were impressed.
Red Media was given an opportunity to show the world what they were about with the 2015 presidential campaign, which, contrary to popular beliefs, was not an ego-boosting affair or a money-making venture, but a means to establish the organizational identity.
But people don't understand what we're trying to do. Our mission is simply to take the media to revolutionize government. Now, there couldn't have been a bigger demonstration of what we are as a company but the Buhari campaign.
But this opportunity came as a result of what they had built over the years, through their advocacy for change, which cut across governance, social orientation, economic stability, and overall youth involvement in national affairs. This had been the driving force that gave birth to the future projects and Rubbing Minds. These various arms of the organization had been able to impact the ordinary Nigerian directly and effectively.
So people ask me, for what is the one thing that the Nigerian young person needs to know? It's the fact that it is possible to change your circumstance by yourself.
Failure is not an option. I tell people all this. I say, the fact that you're not even succeeding is a shame, not just to yourself, but it's a disappointment to God who gave you the talent.
10 years down the line, Red is still telling inspiring stories, selling hope, and doing.
An inspired person is the most potent force in the world.
Anybody who wants to make a difference, just do it.
So when they ask us what are we do, we say we sell hope. We sell hope. And we say that we give people access to stories that inspire them, and that usually the rest take care of themselves.
This is our story.